Budget session, August 18th, 2025, back in session. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. Again. So, we do have somebody today that's going to be with us and give us a little thing. We'll get that out of the way so you can get out of here. Okay. Morning.
There we go. Good morning.
All right.
Hello. Good to see you all. Lori Danielson. I'm here on behalf of Riverscape and the Riverfront Development Consortium. I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update since the last time I was here and shared the complete strategic riverfront plan that was unveiled. So I'll give you a quick update and then have an ask and take a look at what's been funded in the past and some information about what it might look like going forward. So first, in terms of update, I was here in April. We did a community kickoff, shared the strategic riverfront plan on April 23rd. We have about 300 people that attended, really showed some great enthusiasm and support for the plan. So working to create awareness and education across our community about what that long-term 10 to 15-year plan looks like. We kicked off the project where we will propose developing Riverside Road, which will be changing the name, if accepted, from North and South 1st Street and a portion of Prairiton Road to Margaret Avenue, so that we create identity beside our riverfront. So hopefully that'll be coming through by the end of this year. We've been doing a lot of connecting with developers, multiple developers, sharing the plan, engaging with them, creating awareness, and also participated with the city and Thrive on 2 developer roundtables where we had over a couple dozen developers from our community and outside of our community to showcase what development could look like in partnership with them. And the riverfront plan was focused in some of those efforts. We have been collaborating and connecting with other stakeholders. It's not just Riverscape that are working to activate the plan, working with the YMCA and their initiative, Adam Grossman and County Parks, Wabash Valley Crew, Vermilion County, working across the region really to connect our efforts with ongoing efforts across the region. And the chamber team as well. There's a new leadership academy that's kicking off this fall, and a project to bring greater tourism to Wabashiki wetlands. A team from that Leadership Academy will take on our project to try to increase tourism during bird migration next spring and the following years. So quite a bit of efforts to just activate people in and around the river. Really exciting effort that came together in June was to bring Mike Knopp from Oklahoma City here to our community to look at our riverfront plan and think about ways to help activate. Mike drove for over 2 decades the development of Oklahoma City's riverfront transformation. At one point, they were mowing their river that went through downtown Oklahoma City in the early 2000s. And in 2028, they will host the LA in Oklahoma City Water Sports Olympic activities. So Mike Knopp has been a transformational leader in that community, and he's excited about partnering with us. So we're connected with him, with the Wabash Valley Crew, to think about what is our unique value proposition for riverfront, not just development, but activation and engagement with our river. So just a wonderful connection that Wabash Valley Crew has been able to connect, again, bringing expertise that we don't have in our community. Also working on connecting with and expanding partnerships with the effort, securing financial resources, counsel, collaboration, and right now we've secured $100,000 in 2 and 3 year commitments to help support our organizational team and that organizational work and implementation of the plan. And obviously, I wouldn't be here today, we wouldn't be where we are today without the $50,000 that the council has provided over the last 3 years that helped us build the plan. So you all were instrumental in that leadership support and that financial support. Any questions before I give you some more additional information about going forward? Those are some updates, pretty exciting updates of activity since I was last here.
I got a quickie,
Yeah.
Lori. Mike Kanabe, what's he going to do and in partnership with Crew? What do they have going?
So he had, bringing his expertise of activating the riverfront, he has connections with the United States Rowing Federation. He has connections to grants and resources that he has secured to help develop their riverfront. So as he gets to know us, we're hoping to leverage those resources to look at how we activate our river, get people in and around our river for water sports activities, health and wellness initiatives. Right now, again, this is after 2 decades of work, they are building a $400 million riverfront, I don't know if it's a casino or pavilion in downtown Oklahoma City. So he wants to work with us to develop our riverfront and engage with our riverfront.
And he'll be coming here to visit? Or
Yes, he's
you
been-
guys going out there?
Yeah, he came on June 19th and was here for 3 days, spent time with us. And he's putting a proposal together, and hopefully that we can hire him on a part-time basis to counsel us. Jim Owen of Wabash Valley Crew and myself plan to go to Oklahoma City, spend time there. And when we bring Mike Knopp here, we want to bring community leaders together so they can understand what that vision might look like.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh,
I've got one quick question,
Yeah.
and this may not be the time for the answer, but I'm just curious.
sure.
I love the idea of utilizing the river more. I have personally wanted to open a boat rental facility because it always drives me nuts every time if I want to take my family boating, I've got to take them somewhere else. I thought, well, heck, seems like there would be at least some demand locally, and so I started looking into doing that on my own. But then I was, as I started down that path, I was told that the river often doesn't have enough water to support that. And so my question is, if we get these water sports here, what are we going to do to maintain enough water in there so that we can conduct
Right.
the activities?
Yeah. Those were challenges that Oklahoma City faced too, and other riverfront communities too, because it's not, unless you build a controlling foundation in some fashion, it is hard to manage that ebb and flow of the depth of the river. As an example, not sure this is right for us, in Oklahoma City, they put a low water dam in place in their river that they could then control the depth of the river. So is that right for our community? I don't know, but we would need some sort of investment to control the depth of the river so that we could execute some of those things.
Does that require a federal sign-off to do that?
It would certainly require engagement with DNR, federal level, and as you recall, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers helped develop this plan, so we're continuing to reach out to them to keep them engaged in some of the recommendations that they put forth, which also included restoring the shore to eliminate erosion in the future too.
Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions about current activities?
Questions, guys? All right, well, thank you
Yeah.
for bringing that to us.
Thank you.
More paper.
Mr.
Some more
President,
paper. We just keep getting more.
2 pages. I should have done it. Should have done it two-sided for you. So this is just again, really thank you for the $50,000 over the last 3 years that helped fund the plan. On a going forward basis, our request to the council is actually a reduction in that. We're building a riverfront development consortium and reaching out to businesses, philanthropic entities, as well as government entities to engage with financial contributions for a 2 and 3 year period. As I mentioned, we have over $100,000 already committed over the next 2 to 3 years, and we'd like the council to consider a $25,000 annual investment into our riverfront implementation plan to help in the organizational support starting in 2026 going through 2028. So again, the funding in the past has been $50,000. We're here today just to encourage that continued investment at a $25,000 per year for a 3 year commitment. This gives you a little background that you can take a look at, but I'd be happy to answer any questions about that request.
Have you spoke to the commissioners?
I'm sorry?
Have you spoke to the commissioners? 'Cause
Yes, I have.
Normally, this comes through the commissioner's office, the request.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've had, Mark Klinkenbeard is on our Riverfront Development Consortium, so he's aware of this ask and is supportive of that. So I can certainly put that
Well,
through
no,
in a
they,
different.
they had put in their budget 50,000 for this year, so it's like, we were just confused as to.
They've asked for 50,000.
Okey-doke.
We
Thank
can
you.
put-
But now
we-
she's asking for 25.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is not an addition, so Mark and I can reconcile that and get together and see what they would like to make their formal request.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, thank
Good
you.
deal. Thank you, Lori. Mr. President,
Yes.
I wanted to tell you that Travis Norris spoke to me today about asking that the funds that come in for storage in the morgue that's in our maintenance facility down at the jail facility be placed in non-reverting funds due to the questionable status of regional hospital where we have our autopsies done, and we also use their morgue facility. In the event that that hospital would close, we would have no place for autopsies, and he would like that. We currently have $8,000 in that fund from storage from other counties. He would like to maintain that money in the event that we have to turn that facility into an autopsy facility. It would take, we'd have to have a drain put in there, we'd have to get some, table and equipment and so forth. And you'll have to learn how to do autopsies, so, oh, I made that part up. Anyway, he's requesting that become a non-reverting fund.
And that money comes from,
Storage of bodies in the
For other
morgue
counties?
from other counties.
In order to create a non-reverting fund, you have to go to the commissioners. The commissioners create that.
Okay, I'll pass that along to him. They're going to be busy with their request for non-reverting funds, aren't they?
that's the problem. The more non-reverting funds we have, it's paying to draw on the general fund.
Well, a lot of them are not going to
Bad.
be made, that's for sure.
Well, the history of the Budget Committee and the council in the past was if you have non-reverting funds, then you can take on the county general
It
expenses.
takes it down.
You can
big
take those
time.
expenses, they shift them over.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that's something we'll need to look at as we go through some of these, anybody with the non-reverting funds, so you might
Does that
remind
make,
us
can
have
we
those.
make a recommendation to the commissioners on that, or would they care?
Well, it's like the commissioners established the fund, but you all have the ability, with the financial responsibilities of those funds, what they're gonna pay for and stuff, but like if they make that fund, say at the beginning of the year, then all year, you're still paying out of county general
Right.
funds for it, and they're, building that fund up.
Yep. And like I said, it is and it puts us in a position that in all the non-reverting funds takes away from our general fund.
Yeah.
So everybody's asking for non-reverting because they use that as a cash cow. And so what we'd have to do as a council, we reduce your budget by a certain amount, or anything you come and request from that non-reverting, or from the general fund, we'd say
Correct.
take it out of the non-reverting.
Well,
Are there
I know
limitations on what they can spend that non-reverting
When
for?
when you make up the ordinance to create the fund, you do put in there what it's to be used for. And if something should happen, where that money would go, would it revert back to county general, where would it revert back to?
Complicated.
Yep.
I do know that Taylor Trinkle had came to the council about establishing, and Michael talked to you about establishing them another non-reverting fund. And then I kind of got in the middle of it and told Michael, I said, that's the commissioners are to establish that. So I know that they're in the middle of establishing for their drug fees another non-reverting fund for drug court too.
Good to know.
Thank you.
And again, that's all that's coming with us. We're gonna be reducing our general fund, and then we're reducing it by more whenever we create one of those.
We've had a lot of requests for non-reverting.
Yep, yeah, we have. And that's why, and it's, but the problem is, we're gonna have to make cuts on the budget. So, thank you for bringing that, and like I said, commissioners they need to talk to the commissioners on that first.
That seems to be a bona fide request, actually, considering the regional situation.
Oh, I hope not.
I do too.
My daughter starts to work there in October. And they're just moved back from Evansville.
Yeah,
But,
wow. All right.
Okay.
All right. What's
Well,
up?
sorry.
I was just saying, what's next?
Okay, well, we're gonna go through, and I guess the best way to do it, and you can tell me, auditor's office, on the computer, we'll start with whoever it is, and we'll look and see where we can reduce, okay? And it's basically going over what we did before with them, but we can go through pretty quick, so wherever you wanna start. Yeah, yeah. That's great. I'm gonna have to push that back farther.
Can we get it for you?
Can't see the bottom lines. You think I'm holding the grill?
I was just offering to
No,
help,
we
that's
just
all.
wanted to be sure that you could see it well. That's really perfect, perfect.
Yeah, I was able to see it prior.
Oh.
You need help up those steps?
Oh, you get a high chair.
It's gonna be one of those kind of days.
Better in a wheelchair. Okay.
All righty.
We went through each fund and then each location on the general fund and marked whether they were up or down and how much they were up. So
Cool.
how do you
How
want
about,
us?
how about if you go through it and just tell us what you found?
Okay, so the first one was adult probation, and we figured that they were up $50 requested from what was adopted for 2025.
50,
$50.
$50?
And it's not including, nothing is including ones. We took ones out of the equation.
And see, we look at that, office furniture, equipment new, those are probably some of the easy things to cut, but they're zero, so. Yeah,
Well, I think they're bond employee because I think that went up, that's why the $50.
for the bond.
See, that's
I
not
have that one
cuttable.
here, too.
Okay, so adult probation. Do you have a sheet that shows what everybody is going up? Do you have that on a sheet? Okay.
No, we just went.
We went
fund-
through our budget binders. and
Just by
wrote them on our-
by budget, by budget.
Well, not much to cut there, guys.
That looks
Uh,
okay.
And if you look at their spending,
So are we approving
they're
two?
halfway through, so
So are we gonna approve 2, 3s, and 4s and?
Yes.
Okay.
Hang on one second. I think it's down 50. Because the
Mhm.
adopted on bond employee was 150 for 2025, and now it's just requested 100. So I think this is actually down 50.
Okay.
Nope, I think we're good there.
All righty, next.
Need to make a motion to approve 2, 3s, and 4s,
For adult probation.
correct?
A motion to approve 2, 3s, and 4s on adult probation.
Second.
On favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next will be area planning.
Just for my knowledge, is there an area on here that says area planning so that we know what we're looking at? I know you just said it, but,
Planning and zoning.
okay. Did the other ones say- prior to
No,
this
it-
say?
it
Location
says-
It's
Okay.
it's in adult.
Okay,
It
all
was
right,
a description there.
all right. Thank you.
Welcome. We had this one down, $36,962.
Salary.
Can you go back up to the top, please?
Yep.
You had given him a vehicle last
That's
year,
right.
so that request now is taken out.
Just so I apologize for asking what may be obvious. On the 26 budget, you don't have the salaries and stuff. So when you're auto summing at the bottom,
We did the math for what was adopted without
okay,
the salary. So what you're seeing at the bottom for the 2025 adopted, we subtracted all of the ones from that.
copy that. Thank you.
Yep.
So the 2s are supplies, the 3s are services, and the 4 are capital outlay items. That's what we're going to go through today.
Perfect. But, okay.
Does that suit you, Brad?
Copy machine rental.
Looking to see what they've spent so far on, like, travel expenses. They've already spent more than they were budgeted for the
Allocated.
year.
Yep.
Let's see.
$800.
I believe their conferences change every year,
Yeah, and the more people go.
where they're at.
He
yeah.
said that when he came
Yep.
in and asking for
Yep.
next year.
And so you said the net change on this is what?
It's down 36,962.
Because they got rid of that
They had the
vehicle,
line.
yeah.
And Devin said their copy rental went up
Two
as
for
well.
two.
Pretty good. Yep.
Make a motion? Make a motion to approve?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Well, if they all go like this, we'll be all right.
They're not.
They won't. Suck right into a sense of, false
Well-
sense of security.
And it is, you know, a lot of the people understand that, you know, shortfalls and cuts and everything's more expensive. I'm glad for that.
Okay.
This is assessors. I think most of theirs comes out of their reassessment, so, except for their ones,
Yeah.
so. Do this have to-
Yep, I think we're good there too.
Next is the auditor.
So they were down.
Oop, you may go back?
Nothing comes out of there?
Huh?
Nothing comes out of the assessor, it all comes out of reassessment?
All comes out of it.
Mhm, except for
Not-
salaries, and we're not
Or the
doing,
reassessment fund.
correct, and we're not
everything, yeah.
doing salaries, so.
Okay, all right. Motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Motion made second, and all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Assessors.
Next on the screen is the auditors.
Oh.
Those have, they've been out partying, you can tell.
Looks like we were up, $55,950 in requests.
Most of
And-
it's in licensing.
Yeah. Larry, did you want to explain that one?
So, we have had, we do a lot of paper around here. We have 700 and some odd employees that do their payroll on paper. And, I feel it's time that the county goes digital. And I believe that this will save us a ton of money down the road. And, I have talked to all the department heads. I've talked to several council people and commissioners about this, and everybody feels it's time for this to happen. We are also gonna go digital on claims, potentially. So basically, anything from the jail to courts, they will be sending everything over, digitally instead of on paper, which is gonna help us a lot during audits. So it's gonna help us a lot during, getting information more quickly. It'll be less of an issue, with, attendance. This includes attendance and payroll, holding our employees to be more accountable, throughout the county. Sheriff's Department, everybody, the courts, everybody in the annex. So Lau has given us in my opinion, a very good deal on this, that would also help us go digital with claims, to where the people, the different department heads can actually send their claims in digitally instead of bringing them over and putting them in a wire basket over here. It's gonna be easy for Judy to do, to have everything at her fingertips as opposed to trying to find papers in a basket that are stacked and potentially missed from time to time. Not that she does that all the time, but there could be that option. But I think the most important thing is getting the county to become a digital county. Eventually, it's going to have to happen anyway, but I just honestly do think it's time. And we met with a little bit of resistance in the beginning. I just think we had the wrong company. Well, I know we had the wrong company, but when we went with Lau, Lau has all of our financials. They have all of our tax. They know everything. I met with Andy Lau. They gave us a very good, in my opinion, fair.
Larry, is that per year? Or
So
go down?
Judy says that right now we have the ability to go ahead and do the startup now in our budget currently. But I think what we're proposing for next year would be a per year, correct? Is that right, Judy?
Well, I think you're talking about two different things. You're talking about the time clock, and weren't you? And then because that's the increase in the licensing of 50,000. And then the 6,000 will be for the professional services. We have enough in our budget now, because I encumbered from last year for some expenses. So we have enough in our budget now to start the claims process, and I believe that is $5,000. Is that correct, Larry?
Yeah, but I thought we had enough in it for all of it right now.
No. That's why we said we couldn't implement it yet. That
Okay.
part, the time clock, we cannot implement until 2026 because we have to ask council to be able to fund every year what that's going to cost.
Right, okay.
Couple of follow-up questions. Right now, are we sending out people's payroll on paper via mail, or how, is that what you're suggesting, is we're gonna get away from that and do everything digitally?
So the department heads get from their individual people papers with their names and sign-offs, and then they then put those in the computer system and then send those over to Autumn. But do they still send the sheets over too? They still send the sheets over also.
Sheets refer to.
What I signed today was your payroll.
Mhm.
That's what,
Yeah.
So this morning, I had Brad sign ours. I printed it off from Autumn, and it was 8 pages. 7 of it goes back to Autumn, and I keep 1 just as like a reference.
Okay, so my question is there somewhere else, you said ultimately we're gonna save money. Is there somewhere else we can offset this extra 50,000 since we're reducing paper and potentially postage, I would assume, if we're sending stuff out in the mail?
Exactly.
So is there a way to offset this somewhere else?
I'm not sure, well, yes, in my opinion, yes, we could do that. There will be a savings in paper. In fact, if I'm thinking correctly, across the board, I think, and all budgets should have a savings in paper.
So this is a license that multiple departments are gonna be able to use?
Yes.
Judy, hold on, Judy. Would all offices be able to use this?
The licensing is for Lao. That's their services for the time clock. That's what we're paying the licensing's out of. But no one else will, everyone will use it.
What's this time clock? Tell what that is.
That, I haven't been in any of that.
So, the time clock, they can use various functions. We had one, department head that actually has a retina scan. Lao can actually integrate with that, and they can keep their retina scan, time clock.
What's it for?
For people to clock in and clock
For
out?
people to clock in and clock out. They can use their badges, they can use their phones with an app on the phone to clock in and clock out instead of using paper and actually checking off. I wish we had one of those papers here right now.
Clock in for what?
Come to work.
To come to work.
Come to work. Employees.
How do they clock in currently?
They just come to work.
Just keep track of your own, okay.
I mean, we don't work by hours, though. I mean, we don't clock in by hours. You go home at 4 o'clock every day? You get overtime? Time for work for your lunch hour?
You
Is-
have overtime in your budget?
Yes.
Nobody else does.
A few of them do.
Is there a way to find out what we're gonna
Clock in.
save on paper and see, just so, I mean, obviously, we're here to, not to give you a hard time, but we're here to try to reduce budget. Is there a way, if this is truly gonna save the county money, can we find out where it's saving money, and that way we can go on record with it and say, hey, we're increasing this, but it's gonna offset and cause us to go down, and it makes sense to do, plus we're going digital. And even if it's not a full offset, it may still make sense to go digital, but at least we're doing our due diligence to figure out what we're approving.
Yeah. That would take some time, to be honest with you.
Okay.
To try to, assess that, but,
So currently, you're paying for those copies and all the stuff out of which budget here? Copy machine? No?
Well, they
I
have
mean, the
six-
departments have their
60,000.
own copying rental leases and all their paper and stuff, so really it's the departments, when they drop off their claim, they're using their paper for that.
I'm not familiar with what a claim is.
So all of the payments have to come through the auditor's office, and
Mhm.
they have to cut the check or ACH or whatever, and so, each department has to give us like a front claim sheet with the proof of what we're paying for behind it.
I see.
So it's just kind of like a little package.
Of
print
what
all
they
that
need
off.
for their
Yes.
employees.
Yep.
But they're two separate things, the claims and the time clock part.
Yes, the claims is one portion of the LAO system, and then the time clock is the separate portion. The claims was what Judy said was the 5,000.
All right, so somebody's wanting to charge us 50,000 for a time clock.
it's not just time clock.
Okay,
It's time clock, and also payroll.
and also payroll.
And so, for instance, with your phone, you can go on their website.
We need more information on this thing.
We've had meetings on this, with department heads, a couple of different meetings with them. And I'd be happy to give you the information for that. But for instance, if somebody was at a car dealership and they wanted to know what their paycheck stub was, they could pull that up on their phone. They could also make a request for vacation. It would go straight to the department head. The department head would then say yes or no, time off, whatever. It's more of a convenience thing, as opposed, because then you then keep putting more paper on the table every time you do one of those. Like this morning, somebody brought me in a request for time off. It was on a little slip of paper. That will go away.
Okay.
Okay.
And I understand we're already using this firm for apparently something else, and that's why we want to use it.
We currently are in contract with them already. They have most of our, well, they have all of our financials, they have all of our tax. They handle all that now. They are the best, in my opinion, in the state of Indiana. A lot of counties use them.
So I know there are, not to micromanage here, but I know we've also looked into time clocks, and we've found services for ours that were, granted, there's more employees here, but I don't think it goes up exponentially that much, where it was a fraction of that, and we have all those access to all those same features with what we're doing at my business. I'm wondering if there's a more economical way to get everything that you're wanting for less than $50,000.
Well, Larry did speak with other companies, but they have to be able to work with our LAO, because that's how the payroll is processed, through our financials, through
Mhm.
LAO. LAO is our financial vendor and our tax vendor. So payroll's done all through LAO. So it's got to be, the other didn't work with.
The other
with
one was
LAO.
ADP that I checked with,
Mm-hmm.
Which I've used before
Mhm.
with other companies, and I thought that was a great thing until I found out it wasn't.
Okay.
Because first of all, their presentation was horrible. Secondly, their budget was like 30,000 more than what Lao was originally. Now they've been trying to chip away at that. They've been trying to find what Lao's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm not telling them, but more importantly, in my opinion, all of the department heads are more comfortable with Lao as opposed to any other company coming in, because they know Lao. Lao works with government, state, local, so on and so forth. So
How do you spell Lao?
LOW.
All right, so I guess here's my follow-up question is, from a perspective of, and really this is less to you and more to everyone else sitting here, I love the idea of accountability, but at the same time, you all have a department head. How's this going to make employees feel that we're having them clock in, clock out? Is it an issue? Is it not an issue? Is it degrading? Again, I like the idea of accountability. I think it's important. But at the same time, as a department head, we probably know if they're showing up late and documenting that. I'm just asking so that I understand what this does to morale as well.
And I agree with you, Stephen. Every department, we call them department heads, but they're elected officials, and they are the boss of that office, and nobody else oversees them. You know, nobody oversees you. You're the boss. Nobody oversees the auditor. He's elected. You know, the recorder's elected, the prosecutor's elected, the judges are elected, and everybody's equal. Nobody tells them what to do. If they don't want their employees clocking in, they don't clock in. They walk in. And that is the law. And I feel strongly about this. We've fought this battle for years and years and years, and I'm opposed to it.
So
And public defenders, by the way, your brothers will raise the dickens. They're
Well,
noisy too.
we have talked. Everybody told me that, you know, coming into this, everybody told me, they said that you're going to meet the most resistant with the judges. So we have talked with them. Here's my opinion of that. The department heads can do what they want.
They're not department heads, they're elected officials.
The elected officials
Okay.
then can do what they want with their department heads. All we're looking for is a way to digitally have the ability to not have paper
So the $5,000 one where they can put the request in, that sounds
That's
like a
fine.
reasonable.
Well, of course, yeah, that's for something totally different.
Right. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Right. That sounds like something that makes a lot of sense, so that it's all trackable and what do you call them, claims? Is
Those
that
are
what you
just
call them?
claims.
Claims, right. The time clock thing, I think before we would say, let's spend $50,000 for the whole county, we don't know if department or elected officials or department heads would even want to utilize this.
Well, initially, no, they didn't, but after that, they then came to me one by one, a lot of them, and said, you know what, you're right, it does need to happen. And I could give you names.
Okay.
What's the backup on it? Remember when we got hit, Judy, and we were down for several days, with our system? How do we pay people?
I mean, Lao last time, we had it the old-fashioned way where we just,
Mhm.
do what we do now, but Lao ended up bringing a server down so we could do payroll.
Okay.
From up in northern Indiana, they brought a server the next day when we got hit by that virus and were knocked out.
So here's another, I know we're probably spending too much time on this, and I apologize. Another potential alternative is what we do at our facility. Again, we're way smaller than what you guys are, but we have a time clock that's literally an app that we have purchased for a very, very small amount that each department could choose to do on their own. And then at the end of the week or whatever pay period you have, then I simply go in and I take those numbers, because they're all inside that time clock, and I just enter them in for each person. So for the departments that want, and instead of $50,000, you're probably paying maybe $100 a year. It's literally a very minimal fee to have that. And sounds like the only additional thing is you have to write in their hours, which you're already doing anyway, instead of it just
Yeah,
automatically.
we're just trying to eliminate that, and, when you deal with over 700 employees, you deal, when it comes to election time, you have a lot of part-time employees. These are ways that, and I've asked Lau, can you handle all that? Now, they handle this for other counties in the state of Indiana currently, and they've assured me, yes, we can, add, detract, at a moment's notice. All that Autumn has to do is, send those new employees in, and they get added. They get their, however they're gonna do it, however that department head wants to do it. I don't really think we're gonna have any time cards. It's gonna be digitally done. I've heard it can be done by badge. I heard it can be done by phone. We got the digital retinal scan that one department's using. I don't remember if it was Community
Yeah.
Corrections or who it was.
FYI, if you do phone, if your concern is people stealing time, and you can clock in by phone, then they can clock in without physically.
Yeah, and you're right. You can do it by parameter. You can do it by,
Right.
it has to be literally on-site, and
Right.
I'm probably going more to the option of on-site.
Geofencing or,
But,
yeah.
exactly. But again, the department heads, I have told them multiple times, you can do whatever you want to. This is your department. I'm not micromanaging your department, and I've actually told them that. All I'm concerned about is getting the end result to Autumn in a better form that is manageable.
I guess here's
If
my.
she goes down, we're in trouble.
Here's my biggest pushback is if some department heads, elected officials, whatever we're going to refer to them as, have said, no, we're not going to use it for our department, then we've just spent $50,000 on something that maybe a handful of departments are using, and you're still back to square one where you still have to manually enter the departments that have chosen not to do it. Yeah, if you've got some
She
positive.
wants to talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
When she come in, I need.
She snuck in.
I just wanted to explain maybe a little bit about a different side than what Larry's explaining. From what I understand, as a department person, the thing that it's going to do is to take, right now, when I get payroll, it comes through the email, I have to print out all this paper, and depending on how many people you have in your department, you're printing a lot of paper. Then I have to manually go in and mark every single thing. I have to scan it in, I have to send it to Autumn. She prints it all out again. Then she manually puts it into the thing. every day that I'm there, it's clicked 111. She has to manually click on the thing, 111. So it spends there's a lot of time that goes into this. Department heads can choose to not use the time clock. They can use it as a department head. They go in and fill out the time just like they do right now on paper, but they would do it in the computer. Once that's in the computer, Autumn just checks it. She just looks at it. She wouldn't have to touch it. And it would go into the system, into payroll to be printed. That's
Would we still be
where-
printing it at the end, or we would get rid of that
Just
last?
the checks.
Just the check?
Well, and the checks are only printed if they need to be printed.
They're
Otherwise,
ACH, yeah.
they're sent off to the bank.
Direct deposit.
And then, yeah. So, yes, none of that would have to be printed, and it would be stored just as it comes in for auditing and that sort of thing.
Okay, and is that part of the $5,000 portion where they called it claims,
No,
or is that
no,
part of
no,
the?
that's part of the huge part where it allows, it's like a license allowing all of the department heads to go in and enter it electronically.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So-
I mean, we're talking time clocks, but it does not have to be used as a true time clock unless you want to. The jail uses a time clock, juvenile center, community corrections, those people use time clocks. If you don't want to use the time clock, and Larry, please correct me if I misunderstand, but you don't have to. The
Yes.
department head can go in and fill time just
Yep.
like he does now on paper, but no longer on paper. That department head would fill it into the computer, bypassing printing twice and all of the manual labor to put it in.
Thank you for the explanation.
Does
That's
that make
right.
sense?
Yeah,
I
that
mean, I'm
makes sense.
trying to just,
Makes
from
more
my
sense,
point
yeah.
of view, see, so you can see how it works for a department.
Yes, thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thank you.
And let me just make a point. Let's call these folks elected officials. They're not department heads.
Well, I say that because some departments don't have
Some
an
departments are
elected-
departments,
Yes,
and the other folks are elected officials.
yes. So both, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Kara,
Thank you. They work
Kara, I
their
have a question.
butts off to get elected, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Doesn't the jail and juvenile corrections, do they already have?
They
already
do
have.
already have time clocks that would integrate with the LAO system,
Okay.
okay?
Thank you.
That was a good explanation.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is used for, and that would keep track of,
I do have one more question for you. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Do you have any idea what this will save the county between paper and time? And is it, I mean, ultimately, I guess, time-wise, it's not saving us anything because we're still going to pay that person to be there regardless. So-
Yes, but the difference would be the amount of time for everybody to do, the amount of
task.
duplication time that you're using.
Right.
Could be used for other things.
All right, so
Um,
paper's going to be the main savings here.
Well, time, but your time
Yeah.
can be used now, for instead of somebody sitting there for an hour and a half entering time,
Right.
now that hour and a half can be used doing something else within their department.
Thank you.
And
Visiting for
Steve,
research.
just to capitalize on that a little bit more, you have to imagine after all that, whether elected officials and/or department heads, I'm trying, okay?
You're doing good.
Just for you.
Just for you.
Autumn, what she goes through, and whoever Judy has helping her from time to time, you know, that's at a, I mean, I know when she gets done, she'll come back and she goes, payroll's done, and she's got this like big relief on her face. It's gonna cut down on her time, and she does more than just payroll, by the way.
For sure.
She does a lot. I mean, that job is, that's a gnarly job. It really is. It's a lot for her to learn. She's doing great. But it's gonna put her in a better frame of mind, I think, throughout the week, every 2 weeks to deal with that. So I'm kind of going to bat for one of my employees also, because it's a lot. It's a whole lot. Am I right, Kara? Yeah.
okay,
Thank you.
let's have a motion. Or we can come back to.
Let's come back to this.
I-
You want
Yeah,
to?
I mean, I like the idea of it, I like the concept, but ultimately, we set out to cut budgets everywhere we can. should we table it and see if we can save enough in another area
Let's
to
go on
then
to the next one.
reapply it to this?
Yeah,
Go
we
on
got
to the
a lot
next
of-
So,
lot-
Larry,
let's
I
go
think
on.
we all like now that's been explained,
Yeah.
I think we all like the concept. We just gotta figure out how we're gonna pay for it.
I understand.
Okay. Next, please.
Building inspection, and we have them up 66,600 in requests.
He was down, right?
He's
We can't
up.
see the bottom.
Oh. Bottom's not gonna help a whole lot just because of the ones.
Oh, that's what I was asking earlier, if those numbers were reflective correctly, if not?
No, it's
Okay.
what we wrote on our
Perfect, go
sheets.
ahead, okay, go ahead
Yep.
then, sorry.
So, from 2s, 3s, and 4s, they're up in request 66,600.
Okay, so he's way up on code enforcement, way up on contractual services, and vehicle.
Well, he should have his vehicle would be,
The contractual, we always keep 10,000 in there because nobody's certified to do the plumbing or something like that, so you might have to get a plumber to go out to some of these.
We're paying a third party to go do the inspections.
Sometimes on
Good
commercial
planning.
properties, probably.
Yep, the big one is the vehicle.
But he's not spent any money on vehicles this year.
I thought that they were doing 7,000 a year, and I thought that was up in '24.
Is it the case that they're wanting to buy a new vehicle? Is that why vehicles
Yes,
is?
he's wanting to buy a new vehicle, he explained to us. Hold on, I'll see what I wrote down.
What was the code enforcement increase?
Hold on, let me find.
I don't see any
He's,
notes on mine.
All right. I just wrote down he wanted a new vehicle, contractual, so he can hire people on 1099s to do what they can't do. And he said though his laptop in 2 months won't be useful.
What is, hon?
His laptop in 2 months won't be useful. So that's why the software on it.
You look at gas, he's got 12,000, he's only spent 2,333.
Well, that was one that he said, when he was standing up there and he kept changing numbers, I
Right.
asked him. So it should only be 10,000.
well, let's pop that down
Yeah, so we need to take that down, Devin, to
to
10,000.
10.
The gasoline.
Yep,
Mhm.
because I thought he had mentioned lowering a couple of them.
That's okay.
I can change it right here.
Why does code enforcement go up 10,000? What is different? Or what fees are we paying for code enforcement?
They've only spent 12,000 as of, I would assume this is July's expenditures or
Up through June 30th.
June, so it's a half year.
I guess my question is if you have contractual services where we're paying plumbers or electricians or whoever to come in and do an inspection, what is actual code enforcement? What is that fee? Anybody know?
I think that is when they go out and
Cut grass.
Could be cutting grass, could be like having to tear a
Yeah,
place
because I
down.
think the other, he's got money, he's got code enforcement money in edit also.
In edit.
Mm-hmm, I believe, let me check. No, he has demolition of property
Yeah.
in edit, nothing in code enforcement.
Okay, let's,
Want to call him and ask him.
I'd-
Leave it the way they already, you know,
I'd say keep it at 30,000, take 10,000 off of that, because he's only spent 12,000.
if he's gotta go to council for it in 26, you know, or just have council in 26.
I'd say
Mhm.
take 10,000 off of that,
Off of which one?
keep,
Off of code
no, I'm just making
enforcement.
suggestions, guys.
Mhm.
You're saying off of code enforcement
Off
or
of,
contractual?
code enforcement.
Okay.
He's only spent 12,000 so far. So that's halfway, so that'd be, so I'd say take 10,000 off of that.
He spent half of his vehicle repair.
Yeah, contractual services, he's spent almost what he's got. Printing
Brings it
went
down to
up, but He said he was
56,600.
making new tags when he came in.
Is there a way on each of these, as literally as we're doing them, to just highlight from the 2,000 down below the zero and hit your auto sum button, and then go do the same thing on 25, and then we can see real time what our differences are? No?
This is in, I'm trying to calculate it as we're going, but this is in our Lao financial system.
It's not Excel.
Not, no, I can export it to Excel
That's all right. I just thought it'd be, then we could just sit there and like
Yeah.
know immediately.
for sure. I'm trying to keep track of them. Right now I have it,
On the cuts,
yeah,
Yeah.
up 54,700.
He's got 45,000 for the vehicle.
See, that's where he's way, way up. That's a problem.
see, we used to have, you know, we kinda had a fleet of vehicles and we could move them around, and I don't know anymore, but we would give them a
We
truck.
always were gonna get a fleet manager, you know, somebody to just,
Well, I mean, we don't have that many to fleet, but like sometime when the highway would say, I'm getting a new truck, so we'd give it to the building
Travis
inspector
was
or
always
something.
gonna do that,
Yep.
you know. and-
Let's question the vehicle itself. It's not doing anything, let's move on to the next one, but note, we'll call him back in
Okay.
and see if we can get by with that. Not a new vehicle this year. And that would cut it, and then like I say, the 10,000 off the other one, so.
And next year he'll be on a pogo stick.
Yes, building maintenance is next. And we have them up 30,600.
It's not bad.
How much up?
Thir-
Up
30,600.
30,600.
Okay. Mhm.
Well, and guys,
You
as
betcha.
as you know, is we're getting more buildings too, so.
Mhm. Yippee.
Most they'll run as contracts. He's one the vehicle.
Do you need me to go back up?
Now, on overtime salaries, he's never had a line item for that.
No, it's all been thrown into one pot.
And he's asking 20,000.
We are gonna put in this year, we created a line for overtime and a line for part-time, so they, know exactly how much in part-time hours they have and how much in overtime they have.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I'll say that's new. I've never seen that on there, so, okay.
I bet you gasoline's gonna go up this year.
It was $1.49 yesterday in Tennessee at Buc-ee's.
$1.49.
That's a long way to drive, though, to get.
Yeah.
All through Kentucky, it was like $2.29.
Just to feel good.
$1.40, how'd they do that?
They don't have the fuel taxes.
Yeah.
So- You guys see anything that you feel uncomfortable with?
7:27, hold on, I'm still.
How much total are we up, they said? 30,
30,600.
That's not real bad just for maintenance, though, tell you the truth, under the circumstances. 42, 40. Lawn care, his lawn care did go up, didn't it? Yeah.
Well, they're contracting now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean,
we
you can
always cut our
hire
own
people
grass.
if you, yeah.
We always cut our own grass for years.
Mhm. I don't see anything untoward. What do you think, Stephen?
And the only thing is they asked him for 2 trucks, give him 1 truck. I mean,
mm-hmm.
He is asking for, what? He just,
because I have wrote down 2 trucks.
okay, well, they spent
Vehicle
71,000
repair, look at
last
that.
year.
That what they did last year? Last year, they, was it last year? Let me look. Yes, last year they give him a certain amount of money and just told him, because at first they were talking about for him to lease them. Like, he brought some figures for that, and then they just said, we're gonna give you this amount of money, go get what you can get with them. And I believe he got 2 trucks last year. Used, I believe.
He's up 30,000, so if we cut that vehicles in half, that'd be about even. Just get 1 new vehicle. What do you guys think on that? So it looks like he bought 2 last year.
Can
Mhm.
you get 6 guys in 1 truck?
We don't have that many maintenance people.
I know Norm gave him one of the vans.
He's got the
Yeah.
van
Yeah, that was for maintenance, yeah.
and plow truck.
Mhm. Well, let's try it and see if it works.
So they're at 71,375. What do you want me to take them to?
Cut it to, just take 30,000 off of it.
Okay.
That's good.
You guys good with that?
So then they're up 600.
Yep.
I think that's probably doable.
So 41,375.
Okay.
Michael
Steve, we'll
Thomas
tell it. We'll
selling us those Dodge trucks for like $19,000,
Mm.
and he was buying them off him. Of course, everything's gone up since then. Okay, what's the figure on that?
Up 600.
We could maybe give him $600, don't you think?
Oh,
We'll take up a
Vicky,
collection.
you're so kind.
Well, you gotta take 600, yeah, take 600 off something.
I mean, do we want to try to cut 600 somewhere just so we're staying consistent?
No,
No?
they work their fingers to the bone.
Yeah, we can't do for one, not the other.
Right. It's not a matter of whether they deserve it or don't deserve it. It's a matter of trying to
Well,
be.
you go ahead and cut it, and I'll tell him I was against it.
She loves Rocky.
I do
This-
love rockets and squirrel.
I mean, gasoline, well, no, it's gonna take on.
You can't cut it out of there, that's the one that's gonna double, probably.
Devin said,
What's that courthouse
How about elevator
building
maintenance?
maintenance? Courthouse building maintenance, they took up quite a bit. We could probably,
Take it out of that
Out of what?
courthouse building maintenance.
they went from 42,000 to 49,100.
what line item are you looking at?
I can't see the
Down
line
there at
Can
item.
they
bottom.
transfer,
Second from the bottom on ours.
Lawn care,
that's a contract.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh.
can't do that one. Do,
That was what they said, he was increasing the.
That's weird
contract.
because oh, I see where it says, okay.
let's see,
Yeah, gotcha.
Just take it off the truck.
Yeah,
Take it
you
off
could,
the-
could literally just take it off the truck. Just take another
Off the
$600
vehicles.
off.
yeah, that's good.
Brad, you're so smart.
Smarter than I look. They can
No,
get a
no,
nice
you're
truck
not.
they can get a nice truck for 40,000, yeah. But they only drive during the day.
Oh, yeah, they
don't need
never drive it.
headlights.
Wintertime is kind of bad. Gets dark early.
Yeah.
775.
Yeah, they can get one for $40,000.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay,
He's equal.
where we at?
I'll make a motion.
0.
I second it.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
All right.
This is so easy.
Kinda-
Stick around,
Gonna
bud.
take a while.
Wait,
You
wait,
ain't got to the big ones
Well,
yet.
those
Wait
department
till the
heads
commissioners
show
and-
up.
Where we at, clerk?
Clerks, I have them up $1,900.
That ain't bad. Boy, there's not much to cut.
Well, their equipment new and it's something, 10,000 they want to buy.
That was for computers, I thought.
Mhm.
It's for desk scanners.
The ones they take out with them, yeah.
It is.
They've got the new
That's what I
cord.
wrote down. Up 1,900.
They have furniture,
They're up how much?
Travel expenses.
furniture to replace
1,900.
So why don't we just give
for the new
them
court.
8,000 on new equipment instead of 10,000?
Well,
Well, how
I
about
thought they were
travel
already
expenses?
getting furniture for the new court.
That's what I wrote in here.
I know, but I mean,
Furniture to replace for new court. And the other, the 10,000 for new equipment is to get 10 scanners at 1,000 apiece.
What's the travel?
They're planning on adding another conference to their itinerary.
Well, let's
Plus they take
let's
several
unplan it.
people. Plus they take several people, different people.
We'll just
to
leave a
their-
couple home. Train them when they get back.
Whatever your favor
okay,
is.
equipment new. What do you have for a note there, hon?
They want to get 10 scanners for desktop scanners.
They have to have those, though.
10 scanners at $1,000 apiece.
Those are for the election.
Oh, that's probably important.
What if we look at office?
No, it's not. That would be out of election
Office.
board.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
That'd
can
be
have their
election
own
Well,
board.
didn't whack them.
This is for the stuff they have to scan
So
in.
what, so where are we at on clerk?
Up 1,900. You can look at office supplies. They've
Office
on-
supplies, they've got 29,000.
They've only spent
They've only
13,808.
spent,
Well, whack that.
Oh, yeah,
let's whack that down to 20.
yeah.
20.
Look how much they've spent. Well,
Now, out
They
of
spent
curiosity,
13.
is their number going to go up with next year with it being an election year?
I mean,
that's out of a different budget.
Out of a different budget,
In
okay.
2024, in 2023, we adopted 35,000.
What they spend.
We don't have that on there. 2024, we adopted 35,000 and they spent 32.
Was that?
Oh, they actually
So
cut,
then they cut it to
they cut it 1,000 this year.
30,000 for 2025.
But they've only spent 13,800.
You cut 1,000 off that, cut 1,000 off the new equipment, and then get 9 scanners. I mean, come on.
Or off office furniture.
Well, here's the thing. If they've got that much money in office supplies now, maybe they, or, and then I like the, what am I looking at? took out a,
Phew. What's their computer software? What do they need? What do they,
They're not requesting anything in that. They took their copy machine rental down from 15,500 to 10,000, so they
Yeah,
cut
see.
I
there.
saw that.
but they've only spent 5,000 so far, but you can't go
No,
on
doesn't
those
mean
things
much,
because you
though,
never know when
the
their
payments due.
payments due.
Well, let's just take up a collection for them.
What about contractual services? We've only spent 146 and then
Well, I think they've done a pretty good job of cutting, it looks like to me.
Well, you can't let them go over if you didn't let anybody else go over, because I'll tell.
they've only spent.
You don't think you could do office
Ooh.
supplies?
Sorry, it's coming. Paid out of other.
You don't think you could reduce office supplies by a couple thousand?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's reduce
office
office
supplies.
supplies down to 27.
Seven? What, you say you were up by 1,900, yeah, so if you took it down to 27, or if you want to be exact, 27.1.
Which one?
Office supplies to 27,000.
You want 27,000 or 27,1 to be exact?
27,000 is fine. I mean,
Okay, so then they're down.
so we're now at down 100. I'll make a motion.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, good job, guys.
This is so easy.
Next up is commissioners.
All right, where are we at on this one?
They're
I mean,
up,
just get out your hacksaw.
yeah, 394, 911.
Woo. All
Those
right, liability insurance.
spendthrifts.
We probably don't get to,
Can't get to cut
No,
that.
that's-
can't cut that one.
No.
Liability claims.
Oh, that'll run right up.
They had to come back this year for that extra 200,000, so
Yep.
So much
they
for
kept that in
that.
there.
I will say they do a lot of transferring out of postage.
Yeah. She get mad?
No.
Where is
Gee
postage?
whiz.
Toward
Up
the top,
right up there.
40050.
Oh.
Well,
Cut it.
how much, Judy?
No, don't be asking me.
No.
No, but if you were talking in your
Well,
sleep.
How much do they
They've only
normally
spent-
spend?
They've
No,
only
I
spent
just know that
6,000.
They seem to have more of a padding there if they've got, if they're short on something else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a transfer.
But what do they normally spend there?
600,000 or 60-some thousand.
Well, to date, they've, as of June 30th, they spent 6,250 out of postage.
Let me add 2024 expenditures.
Take 50,000 out of it.
I mean, based on that number, you could take more than that out.
Okay, I say 50, how much you want to take out, and we'll add it up.
Well, it
And-
depends. Are they watching us?
Heck, no.
So in 2024, they spent $148,279.
Ooh.
So I wonder what was going on in '24 that we spent that, and then in '25 we've only spent
That's about what they
6,000.
spend,
Was that a-
actually.
Was that a transfer, though? Can you tell?
Possibly. I can't tell on this page. I can pull it up in financials.
I'd say that's about what they spend.
What- I mean, if we're at 6,000 so far, what, I mean, if we took 100,000 off of this. unless there's something
can't-
major in the
well,
second.
Biggie.
There, I'm trying to remember, there is one thing where they help mail out.
Let me try to call Mark.
Mhm.
Or do you want to try to call Mark?
Hey, Judy,
Seeing if it's a
would you
transfer.
see if Tammy could
No.
run up here?
Nope,
No?
not
No.
yet. We're looking to see if it's a transfer.
Not yet, wait. Brad wants to have first whack.
Can you find that, though? Okay, I'm sorry. Give her a second.
I'll let you think we're gonna go.
Oh, we'll go maybe 2 o'clock, something like that.
We have to run. and
Oh,
pick up
really?
the kid.
Stay all night?
No. Based on last week, I didn't think we were gonna be here that long. I made an appointment.
Oh, okay.
I did,
I mean,
I just have to pick up
I can see if I can
the kid.
reschedule if we're gonna stay till then.
We'll see how we get through here.
All right.
If we could just take a break, if we did a break, I could come back. I
So
gotta
up
pick
here
the
we
kid and
have-
take him to school.
I cannot do that.
You ready?
What's that?
They
Yeah.
have 20,000 last year to transfer from postage to legal expenses.
I believe that was because of that contract, was that because of the contract being drawn up with the casino and they
Mhm. Yeah.
overshot their?
And then there was a 6,600 from postage into
So
rent
26.6.
last year.
That's it?
I
26.6.
mean, yeah, of worth, yeah.
Well, I mean, they do a lot.
They went up
a lot of-
$100,000 in professional services, and I wrote that RJL and appraisals come out of that.
Yeah, that's it. They're one of our dependents. Go ahead, Smiley Burnett.
Some of this stuff you really can, I mean, liability insurance, work comp, liability claims, all that's gone up.
Put
Mhm.
the commissioner back up for us, would you?
I'm trying
Keep
to
getting
find
there.
where it
Oh,
went.
okay.
There it is.
The Hamilton donation, I mean,
Hamilton.
We got no control on that.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Huh?
I said, oh, yeah, we did. We had some control, and at least we got us.
I mean, that's.
What it is.
$750,000.
What is it?
Hamilton donation, $750,000 that we have.
700,000.
Yeah.
Can't do anything
So
about it.
that's state mandated though.
Yeah.
That's what I said, so, I mean, and that went up.
They cut electricity, added to jail, 18,000 for parking.
Yeah, 18,000 is an additional expense for Thompson Motorsports using their parking lot.
That's pretty high-priced parking, and
If you put meters in.
should.
Maybe that's one you come back to, try to knock out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to come back to this one.
Let's do come back to it.
Okay.
Okay. Next is coroner.
Okay.
I have that they're up 87,300.
A lot of dying last year. Okay.
Oh, man. Well, you got payroll in there.
No, it's not, we didn't calculate payroll. 87,300. It's just calculate on 2, 3s, and 4s. We
I'm
hand
sorry.
calculated.
Okay.
So it looks like the two big ones are transportation and then autopsy fees.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they're wanting the non-reverting.
Yeah. See, they started requiring them, they do an autopsy on about every person that passes away, don't they?
No, no.
I think they used to.
absolutely not. No,
A while
Travis was
back.
supposed to be cutting back
No.
on that.
I know they don't. They do not. They don't. Only, you know, if it's a police case, if it's questionable death.
Well, I thought that was part of what Travis was gonna do, was try to bring that down, because Janie Myers did do a lot of them. And I
If
thought
it's-
Travis was going to try to,
I mean, if the,
if the doctor signs off on them, they don't have to.
if the doctor signs off on it, then they don't do an autopsy. If they have any question about circumstances, then they do an autopsy.
Probably
Well,
drug screens.
autopsy fees already, as of June 30th, were almost $195,000 that we've
There's been a
saved.
lot of deaths this year. A lot of shootings, a lot of stabbings, a lot of domestic and drugs.
But they've
People
only
have
spent-
been busy.
They've only spent $4,000 in
Toxicology.
toxicology and drugs, and he's asking for 50. I'd say cut that 25,000, 20,000. They can ask for more if they need it, but we're not spending hardly anything.
So how much do you want there?
Probably a lot of.
Make it a
been
total of
paid
20?
yet.
Well, I mean, that rate, you're only gonna spend
Well,
10,000.
they'll spend it.
Mhm.
They spend their budget out every year.
Just say
Come back
20,000?
every year.
Reduce it to maybe 10 to.
20,000 for
Yes.
toxicology?
Yeah, take it out. Transportation, that's costing more, you know, they've already spent 96,000 there.
The only thing you can do is the office supplies a little bit, cut that, but that's not gonna.
No, I just say take that 20 off of that. Drug screen, toxicology. If they need more, they can come get it. They
They'll be
got,
back.
they've got 24,000 in there right now, so. Motion?
Where are we at currently on it?
We're taking $20,000
$57,300.
off the tox screening.
Up?
How much?
57,300 now,
Still up.
which they've had to come back to council.
They come
all
back
the
every
time.
year, constantly.
Fees just keep going up for that,
For what?
everything.
But deaths are
The
way, way up.
Autopsy fees, and I mean, we don't,
Well, no, they're fine with that. If we just took the 20,000 off the tox, because they've only spent 4,000.
you want 20,000 taken off and leave it at 30,000? Or do you want 30,000?
It was
taken-
50,
It was 50, what do you want it at?
taken,
I put it to 20,000.
oh, I'm sorry.
You want 30,000 in there?
Yeah.
So then there's 67,300.
Only thing you take out of transportation, and they're gonna
We know
transport
that's
them.
gonna get used up.
And they
So is
just-
this one we revisit, or?
I think we're okay.
I think it's
They're
gonna
not
leave
that
it,
out of
and they're
line.
not gonna,
I
they're
think you're
gonna
gonna have
use
to
it.
leave it.
I don't
Okay.
think they're out of line, we cut them.
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So they're up what?
67,300. Okay.
So now we gotta figure out how we're gonna cut 67 somewhere else.
Well, you gotta pay what
What
you,
about
dead
courts
people
next?
can't stack them up like cordwood. About,
Courts are next.
I have courts up 36,550.
I'm sorry, would you repeat what you just said?
Yep, I have courts up $36,550.
legal services up from 7,000 to 12.
Their contractual
Their
services.
contractual services other, the family court, Dr. Reddy, went up $50,000 to 250.
Court cases are up. How
Their
much is it
competency
up?
reviews are up, their physician fees, which they have been up, the claims that we see go through there.
Are the fees up?
Well, I think they're having more. They've had more,
I think fees are up. I believe I did hear that fees
I don't-
are up. Can you tell? Do you have any way of knowing? Don't worry about it.
no, I think they've been having more of them because of all the murder cases and everything.
They've cut some.
All right, is the malpractice the last item on there, or is there more below that?
Malpractice is the last.
Okay. So we're up a total of how much on this one?
$36,550.
And the majority of
That's
that
not
is
bad, really,
probably
for this.
the contractual services other?
Yes,
Can't
So
do
what if we
anything
just leave
about
that at 200?
you've solved the problem.
Problem solved?
If it's contractual, what do we do? I mean,
It's not, that's
Oh.
Judge Reddy's family court thing that she
Oh, okay.
uses, Brandon Halleck and all of them. It was it's been 200,000, well,
but they did expand it this year, didn't they? I mean, this is the year it goes into the real deal.
and it was in 2024, it was 100,000.
Yeah, but it's been building up for the rollout, and this year it goes to the big deal.
I just have to go back and see what she said.
This is the year that they're asking for the money to put it into full play. That's why they were asking for 250.
Yeah. All I'm saying is you have to cut from somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's their
They only,
program.
they only spent,
You can just be against it, Vicki.
Huh?
You can just say you voted against it.
Like, we can't,
well, they spent 77,000 so far. So you double that.
That's
yeah, but
150.
next year it goes into effect, that's what I'm saying. If we don't give them money for it, if they put it in effect, this is Brandon Halleck and her program that they're doing for family counseling, that's effective and it works.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that doesn't work. I'm just suggesting that
Can we
you,
cut it
you,
anyplace
you,
else? Can
we
get
we said we
50?
couldn't cut it from the corner, and
Well, dead people stack up. I
well,
mean,
yeah, I know. I guess
kids
all
can run
all
on
I'm
the
simply
street,
saying
they're
is
not dead.
is we have to cut somewhere.
Yeah, well, can we cut anyplace else?
I don't. Then we have to table this one to see if we can cut more somewhere else. That's my opinion.
I mean, I feel strongly about that program. I just think it's something that keeps families together, keeps
You know,
kids from
cut from
being.
community corrections from it? I mean,
It's one of those things where, it makes the community better, it makes us from having to put people in jail, prevents family violence.
they pay the work release program out of this, 175,000.
What?
Supplement community corrections.
What's work release program? What is that money for?
That's for Bill Watson's community corrections. I mean, this is where
But
those
what are we paying?
programs come from.
What are we paying for out of that? What is it?
They send us a bill over and we pay it. They send it to the courts and the courts turn around and pay it. It's the indigent work release. So I imagine what it is people who can't pay their work release fines. I don't know for sure.
What if we send this back to the courts and say, hey, we need this reduced by 50,000. Figure out where you want to do it.
Let's do that and see what they can cut.
They may make the decision on their
For
own.
contractual services?
No. No, send their whole budget back to them and say, hey,
we need you to cut 50,000.
need you to cut
of
50,000
this.
out somewhere. Figure out where you want to do it.
That's a great idea.
Okay.
All right, let's do that.
I have council
Eh.
up next.
And honestly, before you do that, that cut may need to be higher. We need to figure out we may need to go back and say, we need to.
The commissioners could, cut theirs too.
Right, so maybe we go, don't say it yet.
Let's see how much
All
we
of them,
want to cut.
at the very end of this, we'll see how much we're over or below,
And
and
give
then we'll
them the
go back
opportunity to cut
proportionately
their
to each of these
budgets.
departments that went above, and say, hey, we need you to cut by this amount. And it may be 50,000, might be 100,000, who knows what that number
Well,
is.
in all honesty, Brad did ask them to cut their budget,
Right.
everybody cut their budget by 10%.
And no one did.
One or two departments.
Right. So I don't think that's unfair for us to send it back and say, hey, need you to revise.
You cut or we cut.
Right. You guys can decide where it gets cut, or else we have to do it for you.
Everybody wants them to go to midpoint, and,
Yeah, here's your
You good with that?
opportunity.
All right.
are already there.
Yeah, maybe
So
we have-
don't send the request out yet.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what we need to cut
That's a
first.
Brilliant idea.
County council, cut salaries.
No cut,
All
no
salaries
cut.
back to zero.
The only
We're
thing,
already working for next to nothing.
You're up 2,000.
Let's get paid by the
The
hour.
legal services, is that Mike right?
Yeah.
Okay.
you're up 2,000, and I suggested to Devin that she raise the education, counseling, and training and travel expenses, because there are more
do
of
we
you
ever-
now. Well, there are more of them now that want to go to these conferences and
I
to
go
get
to all of
I
them.
always
training.
paid out of my
Devin.
own pocket. I've never ever got county to pay it. That's
You
why I'm
can't-
so dumb.
So I did suggest that she do raise it, that she does raise it a couple thousand because of that.
It's never very expensive,
Michael's-
though.
What's Michael, 2,500 a month?
Motels are now.
I just pay it.
Go down to French Lick, you won't.
I sure did.
Well, I don't go to any conferences, so you can take out whatever's budgeted for me.
You have to remember that Devin's here too, so that's an added expense to have the council administrator go to
And
conferences.
she has been going with the auditor to a lot of them because they
Mhm.
cross over. Going to-
Have we not paid Mike
to go
Wright?
to the budgeting.
Is that a contract with Mike Wright?
Is my contract.
Michael was actually 2,500 a month, is that correct, Devin? So then, if you multiply that by 12, it's 30,000. So you could take,
So far, we've only spent 15, so
You-
that's probably right.
he's behind on his, he sent them in like 2 months at a time as bills. You could cut off of that because it's 2,500 a month, it's 30,000, and we've got 48.5 here in legal services.
Are we sure that's the right figure?
That's what I normally pay him, we send Devin when he sends his invoices. Take it down to 45,000. The legal services.
If we raise us, do we raise him? I mean, do we
His fees wouldn't
contract with him or do
change.
the commissioners?
No, we do.
We do.
But see,
That's
before,
the
Mo-
easiest thing to do.
yeah. Because
Take from
Bob
both.
Effner was your guy for a while.
I mean, he's not came to you and said, I need it raised or anything. That's
No.
what- And even if he does raise it, I mean, you're still, that's only 30,000, you take that,
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
How do we get that figure in there?
I have no clue. It's 30,000, even if he does raise it some, I mean, you cut.
So redu-
45,
How
you're
much
still
do we
gonna
need to
have
cut out of
15,000.
here?
Pardon me?
What do we need to cut out of this budget?
2,000,
But
but you could,
how much do we pay him a month?
2,500.
Yeah, we might as well just reduce that down to that.
I mean, you're still gonna have a padding in there, if you cut that to 45,000, you're still gonna have 15,000 padding in there, if it's something else, if you would raise it for 26, or
That can't be transferred, can it?
in the threes, you can transfer to anything in the threes, your travel, your
Yeah.
education, counseling, and training, I mean, but you're trying to be transparent.
Yeah. So,
I would suggest
take it down to 40?
I would suggest take it down to 30. That's where it's at. I mean, our goal is to cut money and cut budget. there's an opportunity right there.
What's the password?
I think you ought to, my opinion is I think you ought to leave a little bit in there in
Well-
case he raises rates for 26.
So put it at 35 then.
I'd say so too.
Okay.
That would be my opinion. You don't use it, I mean, nobody's
Correct,
coming in here
correct,
saying it.
correct.
Sounds good. Make a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. We're so good at this.
Well, we'll see.
So you won't be on the street.
Oh,
I haven't made the new figure
What's Harris and Assessor? What are they down?
yet. Hang on, I'm on drainage
Oh, I'm sorry.
board. That was just,
For election board,
election board.
because the drainage board's just solid.
Okay, I have election board up $244,443.
yikes.
Election.
This is because we're having an election next year. So RBM, they've got 263,000.
Yeah. There's not much you can cut out of these guys with the
No.
election coming up.
The contractual services they put in were for those MiFi.
It looks like.
Does mileage go up
Stands as it
because
is.
it's an election year? Is there something,
Yeah, your boards are out.
yeah,
Going
traveling,
around,
driving
traveling.
around?
I think it stands as it is.
Yeah. This might be one that we have to,
Motion,
Motion.
I'll make the motion.
second.
Oh, motion seconded, approved, election board.
EMA's next, and it's the same.
Do we have to say aye?
Oh, all in favor, say aye.
Oh,
Aye.
Okay, yeah.
I'm getting real good at this.
I get it. I'll start reading that thing. Emergency management.
They're the same.
They're the same?
Mm-hmm.
Motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Thank you to whoever runs that department.
Doc.
Next is GIS, it's just salaries.
Yep.
Want to make a motion?
No, we don't need to do anything on that, do we?
Yeah, we have to make a motion.
It's salaries.
Oh, no, we don't. Thank you.
And then next was Harrison Assessor, and they're also just salaries. Okay, and then next.
That's all Harrison is?
They're in reassessment.
They're out of reassessment too. Okay, thank you.
Next is group home. And they are up, or no, I'm sorry, they're down 2,880.
Yep. Well, let's just take a break.
We're going to take a
What time
break.
you- what
I
time
have
you
to
use
go
your
get a kid
appointment?
and take
I
him
have
to school.
I have a
I'll be right
1:30,
back.
but it's gonna take me 30 minutes to get there. So in theory, I need to leave by 1.
Well, if you take a break, I'll be back and we'll.
Okay, we'll go through it. We'll go through it. Keep looking here.
I'll be back as fast as I can get.
All right.
there.
Motion made and seconded.
Looking at group homes.
Huh?
Looking at group homes.
All right.
Okay.
Group home I have down 2,885.
How much?
2,885,
That they're down?
using their county general, yeah.
He's
They-
he's pushed some of that over to non-reverting.
Hmm. How much did he push it to non-reverting?
Well, non-reverting fund, he's asking for a full 98,000.
How much? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
98,000 in the non-reverting.
98,000.
That's how much he's asking total to use out of that fund.
So if I'm understanding, yeah, we're actually 95,000 over for his full budget.
For the, as a total for the full Vigo County budget, yes, but just in county general.
Right, but
His
I mean, we
budget's
still have to
down.
look at, I mean,
Yeah.
am I, and correct me if I'm wrong, because
No, you're
I'm still
right.
new at this.
Yeah, so you're right, this was a new fund.
They were
So
shut
that's
down.
why he was
Mhm.
able to put most everything from county general, not most everything, but a good portion of it from county general to his non-reverting.
And he gets 25% of whatever, you know, like if they bill $1,000 a day for a kid, they would get $250 of that, and county general would get $750.
And that number I've heard is going down substantially, that they're holding meetings on that currently. Now, whether or not that's correct, I don't know.
No, this one's going up. You might be talking about the juvenile center. The juvenile center non-reverting fund comes from, I think it's like $150 a day
Mm-hmm.
out of county detainees, and they are only taking 5 out of county detainees now, limit of 5.
Because the judge requested we couldn't take any more than that. Had to leave some open.
No, I'd been told that the amount that the state is going to pay for the, he's shaking his head, yes, he's heard this too. The amount the state's going to pay for the kids that are going into these homes is going to be reduced by quite a bit.
Really?
So,
Placed in foster homes or placed in this?
this program, group home. What's that? Somebody said something.
I thought we were distributed paperwork at the last council meeting that showed that the projected numbers for next year were up for group homes, for DCS.
1135 to 1145
Yeah.
a day is what the email said August 4th from DCS.
Yeah. And I hope that's the case.
I
That
do
would,
too.
yeah. I remember seeing that email. I just had told that they were reconvening because the state didn't have the funds to,
And that would make sense, since they were asked to cut.
You remember what the contractual service is there for 11,000? Because it never been in there, or wasn't in there in 25, but we didn't have yeah, we had a budget for 25.
I did not write what the contractual was.
I mean, we know it's gonna be filled, so we know food's gonna go up. They've increased that. When you get both of them open, that's going, supplies will double.
I mean, I think ultimately, as a community, if the finances coming in offset it, then it really doesn't matter what the numbers are, as long as it's self-sustaining. But if they're not, then as a community, we have to decide whether this program is important enough that we want to continue it, regardless of it taking money out of the general, or if we want to revisit whether or not it's having a positive impact on the community and the children.
But it is
But-
within any service that we,
I agree with you.
Thank you, Judy.
Well, no, I mean, you still have to look at it as a business type thing too. I mean,
Right.
you just can't. Just like when we were saving all that money all those years ago and we built up all that, like Jimmy said, we're not a bank. We're not here to save, we're here to, you know, the services for the community. have a happy medium in there. But, you know, he's taken quite a bit out of what he would need and putting a non-reverting fund, using his money.
I'm inclined to say that if the funds are coming in to offset it, that we go ahead and approve it and just keep an eye on it based on what he comes back to ask for.
I don't think, he see this, he just found that.
And where are the funds coming from out of this?
Must be on our-
Non-reverting.
Huh?
For the vehicle,
Yeah.
he has it in non-reverting.
Yeah.
The money that they're getting paid
Okay,
in 20.
and he has to have that.
That's on our budget this
Right.
year, that's on 25, so, okay.
All right,
Just-
so do we need Vicky
Yep.
to do that?
no,
We do not?
no.
I can make a
I
motion?
don't think we need, two of us can make the motion.
Yeah, you can do it.
So I can make a motion?
Yeah.
I'll make.
Second it.
All right, I'll third.
There we go.
First, second, and all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be trucking now. We got an hour.
Okay.
I have an hour. Yeah, I do.
Okay, next up
Where we at?
is HR, and it looks like they kept theirs this, total-wise the same.
You said they're totally the same?
I mean. They're not up or down. Yeah, they're not up or down. They probably moved some things,
Right.
but requested is the same.
Yeah, she wanted to keep that handbook in there because supposedly Commissioner's gonna be doing the handbook in 26. That's 15,000.
I'll make a motion.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, next is IT, and he kept his the same as well.
Stayed the same?
Yep.
For any elected officials or department heads that are watching these live that have had the ability to keep your numbers the same or down, thank you. It certainly helps out on our end. I know some had to increase, obviously, for obvious reasons. This is the same? Am I seeing this correctly?
Mhm.
Yeah. IT.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, next is the jail. I think. So this one's a little bit different, just because there's a couple ways you can do things. If you left all the lit funds in here, they're up $1,455,000. But if you did these lit funds and kept them in their actual lit fund, you're up $715,000.
Okay, let's pass on that one. Come
Okay.
back. Because I got a lot of stuff on the jail and
Okay.
sheriff's.
Next is juvenile court. I have them down 10,400.
I don't see much of a change on that.
Mm-hmm. I'll make a
They're
motion.
actually down.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Motion to
This
approve.
is juvenile court.
Mm-hmm.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next is juvenile corrections. I have them up 232,000. But you'd have to be looking at the contractual services.
I think this is one we ought to come back to because we need to check further if Bill Watson looked at it, the lit statute, to see if we could possibly pay for the medical out of there. And it said for any detained individual. It
This is
didn't
from-
specify juvenile or adult, so.
This is
we're gonna-
from the jail that
Mhm.
was paying for this, now
Okay,
put it on to, okay,
So,
let's come back to that.
we'll come back to that one.
All right, and then I have prosecutor. And I have them up $2,350.
How much?
Up 2,350. Looks like they added this office furniture line item.
They also, looks like they increased, where did I just see that? No, they decreased fugitive.
Yeah, they decreased that and then added in this office furniture for 3,600.
And they're up how much, you said?
$2,350. And then they
So-
also have this 750 office furniture other that they added in there.
Can we just,
I just take the office furniture out
yeah,
and keep the other one, take the,
the 3,600,
yeah.
What do you want to take it down to?
0?
Office furniture?
Is that,
Make it, give them 600, that'll give them 1,300 for chair breaks or something.
okay,
I don't want them to come back and have to.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have no discretionary funds at all? And, huh?
They don't have a non-reverting, but they've got infraction deferral and
Okay.
seized assets.
Okay,
But we use that for different thing, or through the courts, don't they? Fraction deferral. Is that a
Yes.
discretionary, they can do that where they buy the vests and stuff for the,
One of the funds, I'd have to look,
Deputies.
they buy, yeah, they pay for phones and
yeah.
for drug task force and that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, let's cut that
Okay.
furniture down to 600, then they got 750, so that cuts it 3,000.
So I have them now down 650.
okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second,
Aye.
aye.
Okay. Next is public defender. And I have them down 208,549.
Wow.
Well, they had a grant match in there of 210,000 for their system navigator that that program had ended, but the state said that if the county would match the dollars that were in there, 50/50, and that's what, they've taken that out now. I think they were paying the people, I believe, on contractual, and now they're coming up to the salaries. So more or less, it's probably not gonna be down that much when we go to salaries, like they were using, let me see, where's she at? Oh, she's requesting 2 case managers and a social service worker, which was the bulk of that $210,000 that we paid last year to match the system navigator. So for 2025 payroll, 1 month will take all those people that are in that program, and pay from that system navigator program. Then the next month, they'll pay from this match that we have for 2025 for those people.
So to
And-
clarify, we're still down.
2, 3s, and 4s, we're still down. But when we get up to the 1s, it'll be a different story because
Oh,
we
'cause
wanted
those
to
are-
take on those 3 people that are being paid out of the System Navigator program, dollars that were left over, and what the county matched for that program for 25. 2026, it all becomes part of the county. 100% of all of it.
Your thoughts?
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
Second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, next is Purdue Extension. And I have them down 58,833.
That's mainly the contractual services that went down.
What do they use contractual services for?
That's a contract, isn't it, that we do with Purdue?
Yeah, but I don't think we pay them in bulk. Can you look that up, Devin? You got your computer, can you look in 2024? It's gonna be 1,000.
There used to be something with Purdue Extension, and they put everybody, or some of their people into work, and it's a contract to Purdue. You got your agents.
Is there something that causes the 4-H AG fair maintenance to go up a disproportionate amount in the second half of the year? So they spent $3,000 out of a $14,000 budget, and they've actually increased it to the request of $15,000.
Well, because this is through 6/30, and the fair didn't incur until July.
Copy.
But we could look and see what it is in a minute, once they look that up, the contractual.
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, if it just goes back if they don't use it.
It goes into the fairgrounds. One's maintenance and one's fair expenses. See,
Yeah, it's like when the leaders buy things and,
Right.
you know,
most
for projects, they submit.
fairgrounds are paid for by the county. They have, it's a county fair. We have the Fair Association, which owns it, and county helps offset some of the 4-H stuff. I was on the 4-H council years ago too. I mean, the new fair board works very hard. They do a really nice job down there, and being utilized a lot now.
And we're down how much on this one?
58,833.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second? All
Aye.
in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, next is the recorder. And everything is the same except for salaries. It's just mileage that comes out of here because they have other funds that they use.
Okay. I'll make a motion. Wait. You said everything is the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Second the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
You probably want to come back to sheriff, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next is soil and water. And I have them up $1,500.
Let's see.
Looks like here in the education, counseling and training.
Jeez. They don't have much of a budget to begin with.
You know, salaries for 3 people.
I've got that.
Do we know why they requested an increase? They've not used anything of this year's budget.
Nope.
This is Brendan Kearns, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. He sent me a letter.
I didn't get anything from him. Did you get anything? You have something from Brendan? Well, he didn't give it to Devin, to give to
No.
everybody.
No. It's a letter he sent to me.
And maybe he means to not get it.
I think he dropped it off here.
See if I've got anything from him.
It was in my mailbox.
He's up 1,500.
He was, it's not paying, it's a letter.
Do you want me to see if I can get him on the phone and ask him real quick?
Who?
Brendan?
There it is.
He's really not spent any of his money this year.
Soil and water.
You guys took my salary out of the budget while I was gone all
Yep.
day,
No, but we did finish.
You did not.
So what do we have for soil and water?
I mean, on the one hand, the budget, his overall budget's so small that it doesn't seem like an unreasonable request, but on the other hand, he hasn't used any of it, so should we find out, huh? Right. Right.
How much is his total budget?
Minus salaries, 11,530. That's requested.
Like, you got this 1,200 from rent, and what,
Forgive me for
No,
saying
they
it.
moved out to, on Gilbert Avenue, they had a
yeah,
lot
they
of
got the old
expenses.
group home, they got the old
Yes, it
group home.
is, and they had a lot of expenses to rehab that and all that business.
Well, they turned that in last year, because I remember seeing all
Did they?
those expenses.
Okay.
Does he have a budget from anywhere else, or this is everything he uses for the year?
Well, as far as I know,
Anybody
I
else?
don't know what soil and wa, I don't know what.
Well,
soil
I'm
and
just
water
saying,
does.
if his total budget's $11,000, I think it's a reasonable request for
All
a whole
they,
entire
and
year.
then they just have salaries, they don't spend.
And if he doesn't use it, it's gonna go back to the general fund, correct?
I think they just use it, I mean, they're not a big expensive, they do, you know, with.
Yeah,
with farm
I'll make a
people and
motion to
so
approve.
forth.
Motion
Second.
made. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, next is surveyor. And I have him down 14,200.
That's the,
Did we act on that?
we don't need to.
That's what he's got?
He's taking it out of the non-reverting fund.
Okay.
Order.
Bruce Kamen said he cut his budget by 45%. He's down 14,200.
Again, most of his expenses, he's coming out of the non-reverting through the recorder's office.
Hmm.
He's
Now,
got
that money goes in his perpetuation fund.
perpetuation
Yeah.
fund, yeah. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's what I meant.
He did move his contractual services over to the perpetuation fund,
Yeah.
so that's why he's down some.
Yep.
Somebody down.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next, I have child support,
Everything.
40. They're down 7,500.
What is this?
The 40 child support.
Support court. Is that through the prosecutor?
Yes,
Okay. And
looks like he cut his registration and travel expenses.
4D. Court. That's child support.
Do we know what equipment rental is?
Now we'd have to look the claimant and see. Can you look that up? There?
I probably should not cut it since it's
Do what?
ongoing.
What? Yeah, that's true. He's cut. All right. You can hold off on that. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next is the Title 40.
The last one was child support, and this is just the 4D.
Court.
I have them as the same. It looks like this one is just service agreements, other than salaries.
And that's probably for the copier, I would assume.
It looks like they're planning on spending it all by the end of the year. Yep.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Next is the treasurer, and I have them up $10,075. Contractual services, subscriptions.
I don't know why they're up. in that.
Well, it's got she has a letter.
They've already spent
Supplies.
and contractual services, what, 50,000? That's all that was budgeted. 50,000.
She has a note in here that it's
Contractual, what would that
postage.
be?
Was what?
Postage for their tax bills.
Oh,
Oh.
can't cut that.
This postage is supposed to go up next year, I believe. Oh, it already has.
Yeah.
That's locked in stone.
I mean, there's office supplies. They've only spent at 18.
Subscriptions, what the heck?
Other supplies.
24, in 24, they only spent $1372 out of the $6,000 for office supplies. And they're asking-
Wonder what they're,
They just always ask for 6,000.
Let's cut it.
well,
They haven't used it in 2 years.
Cut it to 3.
yeah, but they might be out by now.
Yeah, they've only done 818 so far.
Supplies.
But they could come back and ask.
They've got 2 supplies. Other.
Yeah.
Other.
Supplies and other.
That's
Office and other
probably, some
supplies.
of them divide up their computer stuff into other.
Yeah.
2024, they only spent the 423. in
Dare
other
we to
supplies.
cut that, Judy? Should we cut 3,000 out of that?
Yep.
Hit it, Stephen.
Yeah, I'll make, well, do you want to go ahead and change it and then we'll make a motion?
Just office supplies?
Yeah. I mean, even that one,
Yeah.
you could probably change to 2,000.
Well, you're feeling brave.
Last year, they only did $423.
Yeah. Why don't you change that one to 2,000? I don't know, what do you think? I guess it's not my place to
It's
say that.
fine, they
Yeah,
can
it
come
is.
back.
All right.
So, we took down 4,000 altogether, so
And so now we're down?
you're up still $6,075.
Okay, hang on.
But it's that extra 10,000 in contractual.
If they've already spent that whole contractual,
Mm-hmm.
am I reading that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've spent more, yeah. So where did they get that? If they've already spent that this year, where did they get it from?
They've transferred.
Transfer
Another line
Robbie
item.
Peter to pay
Transferred.
Paul.
out of the
Out of another
number
three
three,
series.
another three they can transfer.
Mm.
Subscription.
Looks like they took it out of service agreements, 1,500.
Is that how you want it?
Is this the same department that made us $6 million in interest by investing our
Yes.
money?
Yes.
I
I-
mean,
I-
they're
Over
no
$8
slouch,
million.
that's Joseph
I,
Squall.
I would say we shouldn't be too critical here.
No, and they are very studious about their.
Yeah.
tax dollars.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, she's done a good job.
She's done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, they want it.
Next is Veteran Services. I have them down to $270.
They do a good job.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next is Victim Assist. And that, I have them down 500.
Who runs that?
That's just what I was gonna ask.
Rob Roberts?
Oh, Rob.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, what do you got? You got them down how much?
500.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Victim.
Next is voter registration, and they're up $2,750.
I imagine they're gonna need it.
Well,
It's their equipment.
yeah, and that's when, I asked when they just got their last ones, and they said a few months ago, this was just in case.
The JIC excuse, just
Just
in
in case
case.
we need it.
They probably might need it.
Is there more
though.
over to the side that we're not seeing there?
Uh,
There we go.
The part-time salaries, they've never used before.
It's a new line item that they were requesting when they came in.
For registering, because they have to do all kinds of new
They wanna
registration
hire-
this year.
They want to hire 2 part-time people to split the hours. And then I put equipment new, possibly a computer, no definite plan.
You know, all that new registration stuff is going on this coming.
You said their net change is what?
They're up $2,750.
What's a wearing apparel?
Shirts.
Well,
T-shirts or?
this new person that came in on the Republicans, I don't remember her name. She came in, and people must not have told her that there was a budget, and went down and ordered several items at a Border Express, and we were like, you don't have that in your budget, the wearing apparel. That's what we said, wearing apparel started becoming an issue. She went out and ordered a heater
But we didn't
for
pay
her
for, we
office.
haven't paid for that in the past, have we?
There were certain
But it's in
departments-
several budgets.
Certain departments that got it,
It's
you
in
know,
quite a few budgets.
But it's
safety issues.
excusable for some and not for others.
And that's what I said, that there needs to be some kind of policy wrote down, or
Like
hammered out.
surveyors and so forth, highway,
Yep.
police.
Some kind of policy that needs to go out, but.
We started a policy years ago, if you were out on people's property, highway,
Sheriff,
building
yeah,
inspection,
blah, blah, yeah.
all those people, if they're out, they need to have some kind of identification.
And I agree with that, yeah. But then everybody's just kind of taking it, commissioners especially.
Recorders, I mean, you know.
Nope, reporters haven't.
This seems easy enough to cut on this.
But, I mean, I'm just saying the ones who don't need to have identification.
Yeah, oh, yes, ma'am, yes.
Cut 3,000 down.
I mean, I have a jacket, but I paid for it myself.
Sure.
Could we potentially
Establish that.
reduce the, I wasn't paying attention to what you said, I apologize. Could we reduce that 55 to 4,000, reduce the 3,000 to 2,000?
Well, they're probably gonna need stuff next year, though. I mean, that, with the election, they've gotta.
You think
do a
those
whole
numbers
bunch
are
of
gonna change
re-registration.
substantially for next year, or no?
Not voter registration, mostly election services that takes the brunt of that stuff. Yeah.
So if you take that down to 4 and take the 3 down to 2, where does that put us?
Well, you don't want to take the copy machine rental down to 3. Are you talking about the equipment new, 3,500?
Copy machine.
Yeah, I wouldn't do
Can't
that.
touch that, it's a
Oh.
contract.
Okay. Well, I saw it was only 687. All right, so where are we at now?
Well, 2750 minus 1500, 1250.
We need to cut another 1,200? Well, maybe off.
You ain't got anything there. And that's,
Office supplies again, potentially.
And what about the equipment new? They said they just got computers a few months ago.
Oh, yeah.
You can take that down to 2000.
Yeah, take that down to 2,000.
the equipment.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where I'm at now. Probably down.
Is that a motion?
I'll make a motion.
You second it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reluctantly.
They need it, we'll get them some. All in favor, say aye.
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 Voter reg.
Okay. Mhm. Yep. Next is weights and measures. I have them up 300.
He's asking for 3 prosecutors because they have another court. They don't have any more cases. They're just moving from city to across the street.
For what?
Prosecutors. Oh, wait a minute, she had prosecutors up there. Weights and measures disregard. What do we got? 61, 47, 87, 80. Same old motion.
No, I'd say you
They're
could.
up 800.
No, they're at-
Oh.
Yeah, you could probably take the 800 off of the
Yeah.
gasoline. Change that to 700 and you're done.
Weights and measures travel, so that's all they do.
And it sits in a strike leg.
And now we're back at ground zero on that one?
Yes.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
That's it on general.
So we need to come back
Oh.
to auditor, commissioners, juvenile center. What else did you have?
Jail and sheriff.
Jail, sheriff.
What time do you have to leave?
I need to leave at 1.
Okay, well, we can just work until 1 and then come back.
Okay.
Okay, what'd be the next thing we do?
You've got,
Well, you just, I
Wait.
mean,
Yeah, they have to have the room at 1.
oh, they need the room at 1.
Yeah.
Is there much setup time on your end?
They just have to come up here.
So how about we'll stop at 12:45? Is 15 minutes enough? We'll stop at 12:45, is that good?
You're going to be awfully entertained while we're doing this, because it's really big.
which one do you want to look at
It's
next?
it's top secret.
Which one of these do you want to go back to?
Oh, we're going back to him today?
We have 15 minutes.
All right.
I thought you were pushing.
Or do you want the other funds? Do you want to
You-
do the other funds?
So I think the reason we tabled some of those was because we feel we
You're
need to
gonna
ask
go
more
back and look at
questions.
it. Okay.
And we need to go
Well-
back and do some refiguring.
Now, I'll tell you what we could do is we could, yeah, you guys can refigure and see how much we have cut from budget. And that'll tell us how much more we need to cut. And then that'll allow us to go back to each of those departments that we've skipped over and say, hey, we'd like you to revisit this.
Okay.
Does that sound good to you guys?
Let's start working some of these other funds then, get them done.
Okay.
And
As much time as we can do.
I just want to say something publicly real quick. Morgan and Devin spent a lot of time last week shut up in a room, putting all this stuff together.
That's
And
how it is. It's
I commend
hard.
them highly for what they've done.
Yeah, thank you.
It's
work
really
very hard.
That's how it, that's the auditors
Uh,
down.
And a lot of
that's-
papers.
It's the
Thank you to all-
dirge of the auditor's
Yeah.
life.
Thank you to all of you.
Yeah.
You've all been great.
Well, Brady did break the gavel.
So, have I been great enough? No, just never mind.
There are no words. There are no words.
If there were
You've
name
noticed
tags there,
that
I could
there
even
were
thank
no
each of you by
words.
name.
Darn.
Okay, do you want to look at 911, Fund 1222?
That'd be good.
I
Okay.
have them down, $8,202.
Wow.
What is their contractual okay, disregard that question.
Although I feel like they are probably,
Insurance.
How-
Reasonable.
I just don't understand the telephone.
Because they have two funds. They got PSAP, Fund 1235, and then they have where they get lit money.
Okay,
And
but
they
you,
have-
okay, but they've only spent $4,000 out of 100,000. Huh? That's telephone.
When people answer
I
phones,
assume
you're
that's
saying.
telephone.
We
bill.
can look into it later
Yeah,
and see
check
what, if
telephone
they're
bill,
behind on their
'cause
bills or whatever.
If it's could be paid out of two different things, but,
Probably same, I'd be curious to find out a little more about equipment new. Why that's at $500,000.
Well, it's to complete a console project, I believe. They did not spend it all, or yes, no, they're not gonna spend it all. Because they requested $522,242, $425. And that's what was adopted, and they've only spent $52,000 to date. So maybe that's a carryover. We can reach out to Brian and ask him. Maybe
Sure.
they're not gonna spend it, so they wanted to appropriate.
Or they might have more consoles going in too.
Get that down, Devin, here? Okay. Debbie can reach out, so we can come back.
Also, for my education, everything that we just did was general. This is now what?
all other funds.
All other funds,
So
okay.
this fund is like, they sustain their own by their miscellaneous revenue and things that they bring in. So in your book, it's got like your Form 2, and it'll tell you that, they get $622,000 a year, and that's from the, E911 statewide program. So that's how they fund
Gotcha.
And their employees are paid out of lit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
35. So we'll ask him those questions and come back to him.
Okay.
Next, adult probation agreement. Alternative dispute didn't have anything.
It's really not much changes in this. So they, they had, with the major overhaul of the facility, Steve, they moved into the new
Mm-hmm.
place. If you haven't been there, you need to go look at it, it's terrific.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been there since.
Okay, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Next is CASA, down $202, so all they're asking for is what's left in that fund.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And then we've got the clerk's perp. perp. And I have them, the same, other than salaries. They take a big chunk of their salaries out of that, or most of it, I
Leo, the only one
This
person
one.
paid out of there. Leo first.
think. Oh, I have that. Otherwise, everything else is the same.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Oh, wait a minute. Discussion. What do you show in office supplies for 24?
2,500.
They spent 133.
Yeah,
Cut that by 1,000, 1,500 maybe?
1,500.
All right, so take that down to $1,000 total.
Okay. So now they're down.
Okay.
All right.
I don't understand what that, or what they do there, but obviously they're not spending much money.
They obviously don't do their
Yeah, don't tell them. Motion?
And cut it down.
I'll make a
What do we
motion.
cut it down to?
We cut it from $2,500 to $1,000 in office supplies.
Okay. Second.
Oh, so then they're down.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Next was county elected officials training. And it was the same.
This is a fund that's got a state statute behind it that you can pay for, different elected officials and their staff out of it for some of their, if it's state called meetings.
Okay.
So you've got the surveyor, the recorder, the treasurer, the auditor.
They would even do ours, don't they?
I don't think so.
Obviously
I don't
No.
think they do council.
Yeah, I forgot to tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the state called meetings.
Huh,
They're called, I
Oh, and the
forgot.
clerk also.
okay.
That looks like we got,
They don't come out
Who
of county
provides the
general,
money?
that's a separate funding mechanism.
do we just approve
Just
it?
approve.
Yeah. Make a motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That's county elected officials training. Never heard of it.
Next one that we had budgeted for was Cume Bridge, and they are up
Ooh.
97,000.
This is Larry Robbins.
And
He uses
they
it
gotta
too.
try to keep that up.
Yeah.
We need to keep Cume Bridge up as high as we can get.
it.
Because we have to repair all bridges in the city and county.
Yeah, city and county.
Huh?
City and county.
Yeah, city and county. And,
Looks like a John Deere
so
excavator.
we need to keep that Cume Bridge up. It's funded.
And they spend it like crazy this
What's
past
that?
couple years.
Yeah, it's a levy fund, so it's not general fund.
So we should leave it just like it is.
Yep.
Make a motion?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next was the cum cap, and I have them the same.
This is where, they took money, they took the appropriation out of county general for building maintenance, building repair, and the expenses come out of this now,
What comes out, the expenses for that?
for building repair
Yeah.
for the counties. So 360,000 saving county general by moving it to this fund.
Okay, because they had to.
Yep. Team Cab Development.
Motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye. I don't know that I understand that one as well.
It's just
It's a
money we
separate
had,
fund.
and we had to have money for building repair, for
They moved it out
Courthouse.
of county
It's
general.
also
moved out
levied
of
fund,
Huh?
also levied
You're
fund.
right. It's a levy.
Okay, next I have the drug court user fee up 22,000.
This fund receives its revenue from, looks like fees of 16,000, and then the council in the past has supplemented through lit correctional rehab 100,000.
From lit?
Correctional rehab, 100,000.
Hmm.
But I will say I only put 50,000 in the beginning and watch the revenues. And if we don't have to use the other 50,000, I don't put it in there. So far, I've only put 50,000 in there this year.
Well, did the rent go up 20,000?
Well, that's what this is supposed, the contract's supposed to end in 2026. And this is where Judge Johnson was saying that, talking about the new contract and all of that.
That we're
and
not gonna sign.
The council was all against paying all of that. But yeah, it's 48,500.
I have to recuse myself because I happen to have knowledge of a better
Better deal.
contract that has been offered, a far better contract that's been offered to them, but it also involves somebody that I'm related to.
Is that up for a vote yet? I mean, is that, what's the status of that as far as you know?
My understanding is they're making sure there's not a conflict of interest. The deal is substantially better.
One person said yes, and one person said no.
Right. So either way, I cannot be involved in it.
Said no, don't know. When will there be a vote?
I don't know that there's a vote. I think it's literally, Commissioner Klinkenbeard is looking into, speaking to the county attorney to check into
Okay, got
the
it.
legal aspects of it,
Good
but
deal.
I think we should come back to it.
yeah, I'd say it should be tabled.
Okay, table that.
And
You
we
probably
should
want to
tackle
skip this
the-
one. This is edit. If you want to come back to that later. I have engineering I have next.
And we've got 2 minutes. Should we tackle
Okay.
another one, or?
This one was the same, so.
Okay.
Without the payroll.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
The next one's the same too.
Okay.
And which-
Health,
It's what?
health.
Health.
Health?
Health.
Let's look at that one.
Okay, let's see, 295 and 238.
Oh, way longer, though.
Yeah.
Johnny kept it the same.
No,
Yeah, they all look the
it's a
same.
$1 million difference.
Well, that's not including payrolls.
Oh,
She
yeah,
has
payroll
payrolls
and
on
whatnot,
hers.
Look at
yeah.
equipment, new.
levy fund too?
They've spent 1791 so far, but last year they spent 13,000.
Okay. Vector control. This stayed the same?
Yep.
Yeah, that's, okay.
It's okay.
Make a motion?
Motion
Second.
made. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Do we want to?
I'd say let's stop, guys, discuss, going to recess.
Monday, 10 a.m.?
Yeah. Now give them time to give us more information. Is that okay, guys?
Okay with you,
Yeah.
Larry, Brad,
Huh?
everybody?
Then-
22nd.
Look at your, you guys all received this jail budget, sheriff's budget. You guys all got these at the meeting. So, kinda look over those.
Did I get those?
Yep, everybody got one.
Thank you, everybody.
Did I want
Oh, wait,
it?
you have to, did you recess yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
We will recess now until next Monday, 10 o'clock. Okay.
Thanks.
So I'm just gonna throw.
Thank
this
you
down
all.
and have
Thank you.
And go pee, 'cause I'm gonna pee my pants.
Bet you'll be surprised.
Hey Devin, I'm gonna throw my stuff down in the conference room and go pee. Yeah. So if I waddle, if we're waddling, it's 'cause we're about to pee our pants.